So as you can see, it's a really bright, nice day here in Sandy. But that was not the case yesterday when I planned to do my inspection this week. It was really windy and rainy. So it's now been 8 days, 9 days since I did my last, 9 days since I did my last inspection. So we'll see how things are going. I did do one thing yesterday. I pulled the entrance reducer out. So now it's fully open, and I'm hoping I didn't do that too early. I don't want to chill anything, but it's also, except for yesterday, it's been getting really warm during the day, and I don't want them to get too hot because I've read that that can also lead to swarming, and I don't anticipate really swarming this first year from what I've read, but it's a possibility. So I opened it up to give it a little bit more ventilation, and now we'll open it up again and see how things are going inside, see if we're getting further comb development up in the second hive body, and make sure everything's looking good. So as you can see, I pulled the entrance reducer out. They've got full access to the entrance now. So there's a lot more activity than there has been coming in and out. I also checked yesterday the baseboard, the bottom board. Didn't see any mites. That all looked healthy. And I filled up the sugar syrup. One thing that I've noticed is the sugar syrup starts it starts fermenting, and so when I pull that out and the little bit that's left in there, when I smell it, it's really alcoholic smelling. So I do dispose of that before I put any more clean sugar syrup in. I don't know if the alcohol is detrimental to the bees, but I figure it may not be the greatest. So I'm gonna get this smoked, and then I'm gonna get it cracked open. Make sure we have enough here. Okay, I think we're good now. Okay, smoke the entrance. Now let's see if we can get that in there, and instantly they're much more agitated. They know I'm coming in. A lot of them coming out right now. Let's pull this up. I'm going to place this over here. See here, let's get those guys down, and I'm gonna remove this upper hive body. That's still not really sticking together, so I'll just kind of twist it, and I should be able to lift it up and down this way. Start here on the bottom. And then down. Okay. And we'll start here with frame number 1. Just as usual. Oh, looky there. Still nothing on that side, but they've started building some weird burr here. So I'm going to take that out, because that's not growing the way it needs to. It's kind of weird, but I'm going to check, see if there are any eggs down in there. I don't see any eggs. This up here is doing well, and it looks like they're even capping some of it. So some of this is honey, most of this is just stored nectar. But I'm just going to take this off because it's not growing in a good direction. But this is the most action that there's been on this first frame ever. Just going to cut that down and just take it off. I'll put that in with my... Oop, I cut into some honey. So they're already storing honey here. I'll put that in with my bag of wax that I've stored, that I've taken out. Alrighty. Now let's see what we're doing here. Second frame. Ooh, heavy. Lots of stored nectar. The nectar just looks like wet water inside. Oh look, they've started doing brood on this frame and stored honey, capped honey up through here. All that is capped honey on the top. And then they've got stored pollen. Oh, their new larvae down in there, and some capped brood. Not too much. I don't really see any eggs in the empty cells on this one, but we'll keep an eye on that. Okay. The bees themselves look good. One little trick I heard from somebody is if you blow on it, when they're really heavy with bees, they move for you, and it looks like they do. That's cool. Okay. That looks looking okay. I don't really like the brood pattern on it, but maybe just give it some more time. In we go, girls. Now we'll go to this. Oh, sorry,
There's
buddy.
one swimming, Brenton.
There's what?
On top of the...
Yeah.
Sure.
That's just rain. Okay, off you go, girl. But you're wet, so you're probably going to have a hard time. I'll just put you over there and let you dry off. Okay. No, there are too many here. I got to get them out of the way. There we go. Now I can grab it. Oh, lots of capped brood. Let me see if I can see any eggs. Not much honey on this frame. A little bit up at the top, mostly brood. Lots of brood. And I'm not seeing many new larvae. But lots of brood, so advanced stuff. Not too much honey at all on those center frames, on that frame, front or back. Well, let's go here. You can tell they're mad. They're noisy. Oh, wow. I'm actually seeing a bee. It looks like it. Oh, there's some new larvae. Okay, that's good. And still not seeing any eggs. And a little bit of honey across the top.
What's going on the bottom of the frame?
Looks like we got some drone cells that are developing. They stick out more than a normal cell. The capping does. The wax cap sticks out, but they're not really queen cells. There is larvae in that. Okay, so there's still new larvae developing. That's good. Let's put you back. They're all in the way. Okay, down you go, girls. This one does not. Okay, there we go. Now we got some funky burr comb developing there across the bottom. I'm going to have to cut that off. More capped brood. Lots more brood on there. Not much honey. Get rid of that burr down here on the bottom. Oops. Okay, off we go. Lining up along the top of this frame. Let's see if I crack open there, if I can get it open. Okay, there we go. We're good. They are much more active this inspection than they've ever been.
A little bit of burr comb down there.
Yeah. Still haven't seen the queen. Got some goop developing there. You got to get off so that. Alright, guys, gonna take that little bit. Okay, more larvae in there. That's looking okay. Lots of brood. More larvae there. Still haven't seen the queen. Maybe she's up in the second hive body, but we'll see. Oh, this is heavy. Okay. Oh, I see eggs in this one. Yeah, there are eggs in there. That's good. Pupa, larva. More honey in that frame. I don't know if you can can tell right across the top they've got a good layer of honey there. And then, so same here, good layer of honey. And I see more eggs on this frame. So, very, very busy. Oh, wow, quite a few drones on this frame. All here in the middle. And they're all just hanging out. Quite a few of them. I'm not sure if that's good to have so many drones. Okay, I'm getting to the end of this box, I can already tell. There you go, bro. Because frames are getting lighter, and I can see that 10th frame just doesn't have anything in it still. But lots of honey on that one. Yeah, see, it's just, we're reaching the end of what they've done in this box. And I doubt anything. Yeah, zip, zero, zilch on that 10th frame. Okay, well that's good. I haven't seen the queen, but I'm guessing maybe she's in the second hive body. Now I gotta just get everything pushed back together without crushing anybody, hopefully. There's one thing I did see on one of these frames is, I guess last week, as I shoved everything together. Two of them didn't get out of the way. Oh, I just crushed one. Come on, girl, move. There you go. Sorry, didn't mean to do that to you, but I guess I did. Whether I meant to or not, you got kind of snagged there. Okay, let's get you down a bit. They're all kind of getting in the way here. They don't want to. I got to get them off the top so I can get these frames put back together. Okay. There we go. Okay, there we go. Push back. Okay, and let's move this all as one big set into place. This one back in. There you go. And even those up. Okay, that looks good. So there's the first hive body inspected. Let's smoke them down. I'll get the second hive body on. Where's my swab? There we go. There we go. And now the second hive body on. And start over with this upper hive body. So, sit them down. Take out this first frame. Don't expect anything on it. Nothing on it. That's okay. Now let's go on. I can tell already there's a lot more action in the middle of the hive than there was last week. And that's cool. Nothing there on either of those frames. Okay, they found this one. They're laying down some wax. And they're laying down wax on that one too. Ooh, this one's significant. significantly heavier. Let's see here. Quite a bit more wax comb in place. Oh, there's a funky burr I've got to get rid of there in the corner. Lots of pollen, lots of stored nectar. Let's get that burr taken care of. Oh, sorry. Just trying to grab it with my fingers, but didn't quite make it. Okay, that's better. Down we go. Okay, we've got some capped brood. Oh, there's the queen. Here, I'll show her to you. That's always kind of fun. So she's found her way up into the top hive body there with the white mark on her. I don't know if I'm doing that right. Okay, there she is. So if you can see her right there with the white mark on her back. So she's still doing well. And this is all, when I say capped brood, this is that area, see it, that's capped brood, so those are pupae. They're more advanced baby bees. And then if you look in here, the little white open things that look like a little shrimp, and those are larvae, and eventually those will be capped and look like that. So we're getting brood up in the second hive body, which is good. Oh, lots of larvae in this one, and lots of eggs. Lots of eggs and larvae. So, and lots of larvae and eggs. It looks like she's taken her egg laying process up to the second hive body. And I've read that eventually they'll migrate, and this will become the brood box, the second one, where she does most of the laying. So that's a good sign. It means they're advancing. Oh, lots of stored nectar in here. Lots of stored nectar. It's almost it just looks glistening with liquid inside each of the cells. And I think I've probably reached the end of what's going on in this box now, it looks like. Because they work from the inside out. There's a little piece of burr on this I've got to get rid of here. So we'll just cut this off. Put that back. And I may not even look down into these frames. I'm just going to kind of peek here. Yeah, there's nothing going on these frames. These last two. So that's a good inspection. I mean, they're really cranking. The eggs are being laid in the second upper hive body. Lots of honey in various places. And they've found and seem to have taken a liking to the second hive body. Queen was up there. Lots of drones in the lower hive body on that one frame. There we go. I'm just going to quickly do the cover now. Check and make sure that everything's going okay, because as usual, my inner cover has stuck to my outer cover. Nothing really going on there. That's okay. Now, one thing that I did learn, I've done some more reading, this is a ventilation notch right here. And it does allow bees access in and out, but its main purpose is ventilation, to control and regulate the heat inside the hive. If it gets too hot, the bees don't like hanging out there and you might lose them. They might swarm, they might leave. So this provides airflow as well as access. So, oh, they're all on top here. Well, I think I'll be able to put it down. Just like that. There we go. And now, I'll just clean out a smushed bead from in there. And put the cover back on. And that's the end of today's inspection. I think it's going really well, especially I think they really seem to like having full access in and out of the hive. And we'll just keep going, plugging away. It looks good. So I got some honey on my hands. And one of those little pieces of burr that I cut off, they had started storing some honey in it. So I tasted it. First taste of my honey. It was really floral. It tasted like a flower, but not in an unpleasant way. Like, I hate rose water. It just, ugh. Anything with rose water in it, I just gag because it tastes so much like a flower. And this definitely tasted like a flower, but it was so pleasant and sweet. Makes me excited. Hopefully a month or so, maybe I'll be able to harvest some of my own honey.